The celebrated Australian scientist Howard Florey saved millions of lives by developing a way of mass-producing penicillin. Today, his legacy to medical science is remembered, and rightly so, in this avenue of honour in Adelaide, South Australia. What should be remembered too, though, is that Howard Florey's achievements in penicillin came about through a team inspired by the vision of their leader. My name is Mark Douglas from the Ethos Forum. At Ethos, we help leading researchers become research leaders, so they too will have the power to realise their ambition. In most research, it's the team that provides the capacity and capability to achieve major discovery. At the Ethos Forum, we define the elements critical to research leadership and how they can be acquired. Peer learning and review are at the heart of higher education and research. So let's hear from the highest echelon of research leadership. What are the challenges and opportunities encountered in the leadership journey, and what's been learnt along the way? To find out, we're talking to Dr. Peter Murphy, who has had a long career in industry before starting his career in academia. What is it that industry partners are looking for in a partnership with the university?
So Mark, that's I guess a question that you can answer on several different levels. What they look for at the moment, I mean, if we look at the state of industry, if you're talking about an Australian industry partner, it's hard times out there, and they're looking for value for money. They are looking for outcomes from engaging in a project with you. They are looking for you to often help them with relatively short-term needs. And that probably goes against a lot of what is expected in the academic environment, in particular if you're a researcher working within a university. But I think it's a case of you need to take that message on board, and you need to work with what they want. If you can't help them through the short term, you've got no hope to help them through the long term. I think first it's just about listening to what they want, Mark. I mean, they know their business probably a lot better than I do, than we do. They know what they want, they know their market. And in terms of engaging with an industry partner, particularly a new partner, I'm quite prepared to work on relatively short-term projects with them that might deliver benefits in, say, a 6, 12, 18-month time frame.
What do universities need to do to build a true trusting relationship with industry?
I'd say the number one thing there, Mark, is doing and delivering what you say you're going to do. So the whole notion of project management becomes incredibly important from very early on in terms of dealing with these people.
You mentioned project management. This isn't a term we hear a lot of in research. What do you do for your younger researchers to instill some project management principles?
So indeed, Mark, I agree it's a problem. I don't think we prepare our graduates in terms of coping with the world of industry in particular, and equipping them with the skills of project management. Very few of them have had exposure to it when they graduate. So what do we do? In terms of within my group, it's a case of bringing in these younger researchers and being involved with them at a daily level, mentoring them on how to manage and run a project. And it's quite time consuming. I often feel there's too much emphasis on academics winning grants and not enough on them actually delivering outcomes. All the excitement is over winning a big lump of money to do a particular project. Once that's there, it's like, well, let's just move on to the next project, the next lot of funding. It should be more focused on delivering outcomes.
How critical then is this link between fundamental research and applied research within the one research centre?
Fundamental and applied research can go together, but it's about having people present, I think, with the right mindset that are looking for the opportunities and always looking at how do I take that knowledge and turn it into something that's useful. There's been perhaps a thought over recent years that academics, if they're not winning grant funding, particularly from Category 1 grant funding, the ARC, NHMRC and the like, that they should turn to work with industry. And I just don't think that's the right reason to turn to work with industry. You work with industry because it's a passion and you want to work with them, not because you can't get funding elsewhere.